Once upon a time, in the quaint town of Castlewood, there existed a charming toy shop named More and Paws. The shop was a treasure trove of whimsical delights. From wind-up monkeys that danced to antique porcelain dolls with eyes that seemed to follow you. But the most enchanting item of all was a seemingly innocent teddy bear named Sunshine. Children adored Sunshine. His fur was soft, his button eyes sparkled, and he usually wore a little red bandana. Parents would buy him for their little ones, believing he would be a comforting companion during bedtime. But they didn't know the truth, the dark secret that lay dormant within those plush fibers. One stormy night, as the rain tapped against the toy shop's window panes, Sunshine stirred. His stitching twitched, and his eyes glowed an eerie crimson. The once friendly bear had awakened to a malevolent purpose. He wanted more than cuddles. He craved chaos. Sunshine slithered off the shelf, his soft paws barely making a sound on the wooden floor. He crept into children's bedrooms, whispering wicked thoughts into their dreams.
Steal candy from the kitchen.
He'd murmur.
Tell lies to your friends. Push your little sister down the stairs. Her.
And the children obeyed. Their innocent faces twisted into sinister grins as they carried out Sunshine's bidding. The town became a hotbed of mischief, broken windows, stolen bicycles, and playground fights. Parents were baffled by the sudden change in their once angelic offspring. But one day, a stranger arrived in Castlewood. His name was Paul, and he had an otherworldly air about him. His eyes held ancient wisdom, and his cloak seemed to ripple with unseen power. The townspeople whispered that he was an apostle, a messenger of divine truth. Paul wandered into More and Paw's toy store, drawn by an invisible force. His gaze fell upon Sunshine, who sat innocently on a shelf, surrounded by other stuffed animals. But Paul saw beyond the fluff and felt the malevolence radiating from the bear.
Paul
murmured, his voice carrying weight.
You're no ordinary toy, are you?
Sunshine's button eyes widened, and he lunged at Paul, claws extended. But Paul was prepared. He raised his hand, and a shimmering shield formed an armor forged from faith and ancient scriptures.
You've been sowing darkness,
Paul said, his voice unwavering.
But I serve a higher purpose.
The battle raged within the toy shop. The shield of faith, It blazed, rappelling the claws. The helmet of salvation. Paul's mind remained steadfast. The sword of the Spirit, his Bible, glowing like a blade, sliced through Malevolence. Finally, Paul stood over the defeated bear.
Your reign ends here.
He declared. Sunshine whimpered, his crimson eyes fading.
Why fight me?
Because
Paul said,
we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against cosmic powers of darkness.